we're going to take you on the ride to look back on what we've done.
Fun times. We didn't get off to the best start, did we?
No.
Cancer, chemotherapy,
2 surgeries.
2 major surgeries. It sort of made us realise, like, oh my God, we've got so much to be thankful for.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Emotional.
Yeah, I can't believe that we're here, that we managed to do it.
Hello and welcome back to our little corner of the internet. That there is Malin and I'm Tom. And these 2 little rascals are Charlie and Isabella. Last year, after we got that whole cancer thing out of the way, we made the decision to sell everything we own and move into our little van called Sunny. Since then, we've been exploring the world and living life to the max. Tag along. Morning. As you might see, we're not in Sweden anymore.
We are not.
It's still cold though.
It is actually freezing.
It warmed up on the way down and now it's gone cold again. We got to France yesterday morning and we've done a couple of hours driving and stuff since. And yeah, it feels nice. Feels really good to have made some proper progress, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It felt like you went quick through Germany.
Yeah, it did. Historically, it's not been that way, has it, in Germany?
No.
It's like it just feels like you're stuck on the autobahn for so long. But this time we drove a different way, so we didn't drive down the boring concrete covered autobahn.
No, exactly. It was
actually pretty
some
nice.
really nice scenery, some bits, which we've not really experienced before.
No. Yeah. So far so good. We didn't get off to the best start, did we?
No.
The day that we set off, I got really sick.
Yeah.
So 24 hours of a really not nice illness at all. You got sick, you've had a bad cough, and that was literally the day that we set off from Sweden.
Yeah. And then you wonder, why did you set off? It was because it didn't start until we parked up the first time.
Yeah, literally as we parked up on the first day.
Yeah.
We got sick, so it was a bit like, oh, well, that feels like just our luck.
Yeah.
But we made it through. We still carried on driving a little bit, and then everybody got better, and here we are.
Yeah, exactly.
The van is still a little bit poorly.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, that we noticed yesterday.
Yeah, we had a problem yesterday. The transmission issue came back yesterday, fixed itself by turning off the van and back on again, and it was okay. But it doesn't fill us with confidence, does it?
No, we don't. It's still the transmission. Is it called that transmission fault? But fingers crossed.
Yeah, today it's been okay.
Working now.
We drove an hour after it broke. After we had the problem yesterday, and it was okay. And then we've driven about an hour and a half today, and no problem. So all in all, it's going well. Slight hiccups, but we're all good.
Just life on the road, normal things, I guess.
Yeah, van life,
Yeah.
General van life stuff.
Yeah.
We've got a massive crack in the windscreen as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Developed a crack in Sunny's windscreen. Not fun at all.
No, it's growing every day.
It's growing every day, yeah. So we need to get hold of a kit to stop it growing.
Yeah.
But that's the update. Hope you feel slightly updated because we've not spoken to you in 2 weeks since Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. And now you know why. Because we were poorly and we did not video anything at all during that time.
Yeah, exactly. We've just been making some progress.
Yeah.
But it feels good.
It does feel
good. It feels really good. Yeah, so as you can see here as well, we've got a new little mascot. A little cuddly mascot that's keeping us company on the journey. Say hello to Bum Santa. He's called Bum Santa because that's what he looks like from behind. He's packing heat. Was it slightly bigger than expected, or did you expect it to be this big?
I expected that one to be that big, I think.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
But I like him. He's becoming the new addition to the journey.
Yeah, he sits in the front, doesn't he?
Sits in the front and co-pilots for us.
Him and Stevie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful little town, this. It was just like a free sort of motorhome spot. We found it on one of the apps that we use. When you show up to places like this, you never really know, because they can either be really, really nice or a bit rubbish and whatever. Often there's not loads of pictures on it. But yeah, we struck gold with this place. Like a quintessential little French village. I don't know what it is, but it feels very French. So we had a little walk around the town last night just to see what was around in the area, and it was really, really nice. And then we just by coincidence saw that we parked actually right next to a really, really big, beautiful castle. It sort of sits on the river, and yeah, it just looks really, really nice. Beautiful scenery around here. So it always feels like a proper win when you get a place like this, where you're a bit unsure, but it just sort of ends up being in the right place for when you're ready to stop. And yeah, sometimes you get lucky. It's really, really nice. So we thought it might be a nice idea to do a little 2024 recap video, considering the time of recording this, it's only just after New Year's Eve. For you guys watching it, it's
A few weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks actually. So apologies if this feels a little bit out of place, but we thought it'd be nice anyway to do a little recap video, show you what we got up to in 2024, but with keeping in mind what we went through in 2023, because that was the way that we got this idea, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because you got a little reminder of a recap that we did last year.
Yeah, exactly. I got like a memory type thing, whatever they're called, on social media, on our Instagram actually. Whereas like you posted this 1 year ago.
Your year in review 2023, full of cancer, chemotherapy, two major surgeries. Obviously one of those surgeries, you got your stoma, just endless stuff. And it sort of made us realise, like, oh my God, we've got so much to be thankful for.
Yeah, it was like 15 different scans, 8 kind of ultrasounds, 2 surgeries, 60 plus blood tests. 60 blood tests. Oh my God. It was an insane amount of hospitals. And it made us think, like, it feels insane to think that 23 looked like that and 24 looked like it did. Yeah, the contrast was just absolutely insane. Yeah, and we also thought, like, even though cancer treatment is finished and we left that chapter in 23, we dealt with a lot mentally during 24, haven't we? And just because treatment is over doesn't mean the cancer is over. And we've really felt that this year. It's been a lot of fun, but we've had a lot of different kind of battles mentally, both of us, I think, and as a family. That maybe don't show as much, but that we know that we battle through at least. Yeah, for sure. I think, like, amidst all like the good stuff, you realise like how much recovery is still left, like how much healing there is left to do, sort of thing, don't you? So we've got a long way to go still, definitely. Yeah. And I think it's quite important to bring those things up, because I think there's a lot of people that think that once it's over, it's over. Yeah. Like, that it's in the back of your mind and it's just something that happened to us, a weird year of our lives. Yeah. But it's not like that, really. Nothing like that. So I think it's quite a good thing to bring up. Really. It definitely is, and also a reminder that we are still going through it now. We still got periods where it is still really hard, and we're still battling through it a lot. And I think that quite a few people, even here, thinks that, oh, they went out traveling as soon as it was over, they sold their house and everything is fine, and now they just live life. And we do, but I mean, we did do that, to be fair. If you were thinking that, then you were probably right in one way. But I mean, doesn't mean, I know what you mean. It doesn't mean that it's behind you, sort of thing. No, exactly. Like, still a big part of our lives, and we will never be the same, and we don't enjoy life in the same way as other people do, and we also maybe enjoy life more than other people do. You know what I mean with that? Strange, isn't it? Yeah. It is. It does something very, very strange to you. Yeah. But, hey, it is at least nice to be on the other side of it, and that is what we are thankful for. That's what we're looking back over the last year and being grateful that we are now able to sort of look to the future. And yeah, exactly. We're able to process it now and not just go through it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. And, we're going to take you on the ride to look back on what we've done. Fun times. Yeah, fun. Yeah.
This part of the video is in partnership with Like Me. Margaret over here is absolutely sick and tired of trying to exercise and listen to her favourite murder podcasts at the same time. She's tried just about everything possible and she just can't seem to get it to work. There's got to be a better way, Margaret. But modern problems require modern solutions, and that's where these insanely lightweight, uniquely designed open earbuds come in. The Like Me Cozy Fit open earbuds are so lightweight that you honestly forget you're wearing them. And the build quality is actually really surprisingly good for earbuds at this price point.
They're totally water resistant, which means that you can enjoy your favourite Jack the Ripper audiobook in even the worst wet conditions. My ears normally suffer a little bit after wearing in earbuds for a little while, but because these sit on the outside of your ear, they're comfortable enough to wear all the time. One thing to know is that I do got quite small ears, and if you got ears on the bigger side, they might fit slightly different. The Like Me Cozy Fit earbuds got up to 8 hours battery time and up to 30 hours with the charging case, which means that you can stay up to date with all your favourite juicy murders.
And the intuitive touch controls make them simple enough for even the daftest Margarets to use effectively. So click the link in the description below or head on over to likeme.co and use our special code word Malin and Tom for 10% off these wicked open earbuds. Massive thanks to Like Me for this one. Definitely go and check them out. We have made it to Spain. Woo! And the sun's out. Woke up to, it was still pretty chilly actually, still sort of 7 or 8 degrees in the morning, but sun is shining and the forecast actually 14, 15 degrees today. So happy days, feels like a proper success, that does. We are going to start taking it a little bit more easy now, I think. We've had 3 or 4 days where we've driven quite a few hours. The kids have been really, really good, and we sort of, as always, let them sort of dictate how long we can drive. So they've been really good. They've been happy moving forward and making progress and stuff. So we've made pretty quick progress through France and down to Spain now. So happy days. But now it's time to relax a little bit, and we're just going to drive sort of an hour a day now from here, I think, and just take it a bit easy. We just crossed the border yesterday, so we're still in sort of Catalonia, is it called? Just north of Barcelona. And in about 2 weeks' time, well, about a week and a half now, my dad is coming to meet us down in Alicante, which is only about 7 hours of driving, I think. So we can take it really, really nice and easy now and sort of just enjoy the Costa Brava for a little while, and it's going to be nice. It feels nice to slow down a little bit, I think. So happy days. We've been talking a lot about what we chatted about the other night with the sort of contrast between 2023 and 2024. I think it's like when you lay it out like that, you lay it out sort of all the events that have happened throughout both years, and it's just mental the sort of difference it is. 2024 just feels like such a success, even though we've realised that we've still got a long way to go in like the healing process, I guess, if you like. It feels really nice to see what a great year we had last year in comparison to the year before. Obviously, if you've sort of followed along with the channel since the whole cancer journey thing, you'll know what I'm talking about. 2024 was a really exciting year for us. We did a lot of travelling. We started the year, well, the very start of the year, we started pretty badly again. We set off from an extremely cold Sweden where we were having -10, -15 all the time. We started off with a water leak. That was fun. The whole of the back of the van completely frozen. Oh my God, look at that. Look, that's an ice block. Oh my God, that's an actual block of ice, man. And this is just like a pool of water. Something tells me this is bad news. Not the very start of the year was not a great start, to be honest. We had a problem with the gas canister just as we set off. But then after that, we had some really good luck. We had some great times travelling to the UK. We spent a couple of weeks in the UK at the very beginning of the year. And then that sort of feeling of, that sort of successful feeling when we got over to Spain, the actual sort of feeling of success was when we made it to the south coast. After everything that we'd been through in 23, that felt like, yeah, we've made it. We've actually made it. It's actually warm. We've done it. You're right. Yeah. Emotional.
Yeah, I can't believe that we're here, that we managed to do it.
Bless you.
I just feel thankful that we can do all of this as a family.
Yeah.
Like 6 months ago, we didn't even know that we could travel again.
No.
Like, I mean, look at the kids, how happy they are. It just makes me so happy that we can do stuff like this as a family and that we don't have to spend all the days in the hospital anymore.
I know. Obviously, things got a little bit emotional down there, but a really, really nice feeling. And then the rest of the travels throughout the winter and the spring and whatever, we were taking on new adventures and new challenges and doing stuff that we'd never done before. Met some incredible new friends which we've kept contact with after that. Our mates at the alpaca farm. The rest of the travels were just something completely new for all of us, and we had a fantastic time. But as a lot of things over the last sort of year or two have been, it's always sort of bookended by cancer. Obviously, after those fantastic travels, we still had to make it back up to Sweden to get Malin's cancer checkups done. So you really do sort of live in like these 6-month intervals in between each sort of set of scans, and it's the nervousness and the anxiety that it brings every 6 months is a really strange thing. You do live in 6-month intervals.
So we got back to Sweden in about April, May time, and we started off with all the hospitals, all the scans, all the check off the important hospital things like that. Met friends and family that we've been away from, and then we headed off to the west coast to meet Tom's dad and his wife and spent a lovely few days fishing crabs and just spending time together, and it was a really, really good time. After that, we kept driving around Sweden, traveling around, seeing different parts of Sweden. And throughout this whole time, it started on the west coast. Every 3 weeks, I started getting this stomach cramps and really, really bad abdominal pains. Nobody could figure out what it was and why I was getting them, but it was every 3 weeks, almost on the day, every single time. And it kept us living a lot with hospitals, a lot in the A&E, and with me taking very, very strong painkillers. So we kept traveling and we kept doing what we always do, except that you were on your toes a bit more, and we knew that this was going to come every 3 weeks and we couldn't really plan anything those weeks where we thought it would be coming. Despite that, we decided to go to the festival up north in Sweden that we had tickets for. It was a lovely few days and we loved every single minute of it, both us and the kids. And that festival was something different to what we've ever experienced in a festival before. And it was such a good vibe. It was so much fun for the whole family, something for everyone, and we're definitely going to go again because we all loved it. After the festival, we stuck around in the north of Sweden and drove around to just explore those parts of Sweden because neither me or Tom has really been up north in that way before. It was beautiful and we found so many nice places, and I think we could have stayed there all summer, to be honest. After this, we went back home and started all the hospitals again. It was time for the new scans, and we still had to figure out what the stomach pains was all about. I swapped my hormonal treatment to what I used to be on, that all the doctor said was a no-go, no connection to the pains at all, and no more pains after that. So that got cleared out of the way, but obviously it took a bit longer than we expected, so we got stuck a bit in Sweden even this year, and during these weeks that we got stuck, we also decided to buy our little cabin. And the plan was to have the cabin for 2 weeks and then get on the roads and drive south. But the van had different plans, and Sonny ended up in the garage twice. So again, we got a bit stuck longer than we were planning to, but we made it a nice
autumn and beginning of the winter anyway.
So yeah, that was our 2024. To sum it up, a year of ups and downs, definitely, but a lot more ups than the year before, at least. I think that's safe to say. One thing that we didn't mention when we were filming the rest of the video is we also had a pretty big down as well. When we were in Tenerife, we lost a very, very close friend of ours. My good mate Nick took his own life while we were away, and that obviously impacted us massively, and it's something that we still think about sort of every single day. There's not really a day that goes by where we don't think about or mention Nick in some way. So yeah, obviously that's something that impacted us a lot and sort of started the conversation about mental health again in a bit of a different way. But it feels nice to sort of tie a bow around 2024 at least, and we've got a very, very exciting year coming up. I've got a good feeling about 2025. It's going to be a very, very busy year, but a year full of fun stuff, and yeah, I think it's going to be good. It feels nice that the year 2024 was bookended by travel. We started the year travelling, and we ended up ending the year travelling as well. And now we find ourselves just an hour outside of Barcelona. We're going to continue the travel southwards in Spain and yeah, just explore a little bit, and yeah, I feel like it's a good start to the year. So I know it's a couple of weeks after New Year's now, but I hope you all had a fantastic holiday period, a great Christmas and a great New Year's and all that. And we wish you all the best for the upcoming year. We just want to thank you massively once again for the support that you've all given us, and yeah, long may it continue, because we love you all. Thank you very much. So thanks very much for watching this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and do go over to likeme.co and take a look at the Like Me Cozy Fit earbuds. Definitely worth checking out. Incredible piece of kit for the price. Really, really good, high quality, very uniquely designed earbuds. So definitely go and check them out. Use the code Malin and Tom at checkout for 10% off. Massive thanks for watching once again. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Leave us a little comment if you feel like it. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
I'm sure I feel it by your side. I found a place that I don't wanna ever leave. I hope you see it.